Good afternoon, Mr. T. It's Karen Bonilla from Period 3. And today I'm going to discuss Tuesdays More and how me, Mitch, or more could deal with life, with heartaches, with just hard times in general, and how there's different ways of going about it. One way, Moore mentions is family. Moore says this disease, what I'm going through would be so much harder. I'm not sure I could do it. Sure, people come and visit, friends, associates, but it's not the same as having someone who will not leave. It's not the same as having someone whom you know has an eye on you, is watching you the whole time. I think it's very beautiful. One, because family is important. I go by this acronym of the 7 letters that are in the family, or maybe more or less letters, but not the point. The point is, I live by the code of, or the moral or message that family is, forget about me, I love you. Family is very important, whether it's a significant other, your friends that blood couldn't make you closer, your cousins, your parents, your grandparents, whomever it may be.
Jen was there?
I think family is a blessing. One. Two, it's always good to have someone around you that supports you, that loves you no matter what, challenges you, encourages you. Having somebody else in your life besides yourself can be very important. It can be very, very beneficial, especially if you have the right people around you. I think family is a beautiful aspect that one can have in life, you know? This is just one example of how Maury goes through things, or lives through things, and survives things, or basically dominates over his challenges and trials. A way that someone can overcome their own fears or their own tribulations. Another example is this. Moore says, the other example, I'm sorry, Mr. T, but it was on page 92. Our first example is on page 92. Another example is on page 104, where Moore says, I know you think this is just about dying, he said, but it's like I keep telling you, when you learn how to die, you learn how to live. Moore is basically saying, I would have let life stop me from living just because I learned that I'm going through something scary, but I'm not doing that. I'm learning how to go through that scary thing and fight it, over dominate, and just be over it, you know? Not over it like, oh, I'm over it, I can go on with my life. No, he's acknowledging what he's going through, as we all should. We shouldn't run away from what challenges us, you know? It shouldn't be a fight or flight, it should be a fight on, you know? Maury is basically facing his reality. It's a blessing, right? It's a blessing that we can do this. Sometimes we fear out and do the complete opposite. We just run away. But Maury is saying, no, I won't do that. I'm going to face it right on. I'm going to acknowledge that I'm sick, and I'm going to acknowledge that I am not in the best healthy state, you know. But I'm going to still fight. I'm going to still show up every day and give life my 110% effort. That's another example on page 104. Another example I found was on page 105. Moore's approach was exactly the opposite. Turn on the faucet, wash yourself with that emotion. It won't hurt. It won't hurt you. It will only help. If you let the fear inside, if you pull on it like a firm shirt, then you can say to yourself, all right, it's just fear. I don't have to let it control me. I see for what it is. I think Moore is basically saying, it's okay to be in that state of fear. It's okay to be in that state of sadness, madness, whatever it may be. Just don't stay in it, and don't make decisions out of that state of mind that you're in, that state of emotion. You know, let's be strong as humans. Let's be strong as people that are going through things, as people that are underdog, people that are misconfused, or misinterpreted. You know. Let's acknowledge what we are or what we're going through and say, okay, I'm better than that, and I'm going to do better than that, you know? I'm not going to let that determine what I'm going to do today, what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I'm going to do in 10 seconds. I'm going to change my mindset. I'm going to step back, realize, okay, I'm going through this, but I'm not going to let it determine what I'm going to do, or determine the person I'm going to be. You know, it's a blessing, and I think these 3 ways that Moore went about facing his fears and facing his challenges were beautiful. And that we as students, we as a teacher, aka Mr. Thomas, we can all use that in our day to day lives and do better each and every day. And yeah.